families. And following this incident, news desk focused on what could have happened and measures that can be taken to avoid such incidents. Let's have this report with our correspondent in Yaoundé, Colette Loum.
Following the stampede witnessed this week at the Olympic Stadium in Yaoundé, which led to the untimely exit of 6 persons and 38 injured, the reasons accountable for this said incident cannot be undermined.
The Olympic Sports Complex, construction works in that complex is not yet completed. Not all of those entry points are functional, and because they are not functional, operational, only few of them are being used, there is very high probability that such things can happen.
It should be recalled the match between Cameroon and the Comoros early this week here in Yaoundé. Some Cameroonians who watched the match live ended up at the mortuary as a joyful beginning turned sour to a sad ending. This would not have been a reality if negligence was not the order of the day, as Dr. Nda shares his experience as he was present at the stadium live on day 1 of the tournament.
I'm in Yaoundé and I was in a stadium on the opening day. I was there with my family. There was a lot of control. I recall I had to pass about 5 stages before we finally entered the stadium. The control was good. Well, I don't want to think that the control was good because the head of state, CAF officials and other high-ranking officials were coming to the stadium, but I do not understand why such control wasn't there at the Olembe Stadium when Cameroon was playing on Monday, because that is the job of the police. The Olembe Sports Complex is more than just a stadium, it's a sport complex. It has been built in such a way that there are multiple entry points. But from the video I watched on TV, it was only one tiny entry point that so many people were struggling to pass through. So this beats my imagination. Where was the police? What first of all happened that such a huge crowd of people were standing on one small entry point? This brings in the problem of management.
In order for such unfortunate incidents to be avoided in subsequent matches as the AFCON Games draws to an end, there is the need for an effective action.
The organization committee of the African Cup of Nations should do something about that, because they are the ones in charge and they are the ones to make sure that there's enough security, control and organization in the stadium.
Everyone who will be watching the ending matches live in some states here is therefore called upon to implement a sense of discipline in order to preserve lives.
The senior divisional officer for Nsungkikang, Henderson Kwetong, has come under fire from the Minister of Secondary Education, Professor Nalova Lyonga, after he suspended the salaries of at least 300 teachers. Going by a communique recently signed by the Secondary Education Minister, she states that such a move was never approved by her ministry, thus questioning the SDO's decision. This comes at a time when teachers of Nsungkikang have since February 2021 been deprived of their salaries ordered by the SDO after they boycotted teaching due to the growing insecurity in the locality. The High Commissioner of the Republic of South Africa has arrived at the end of her stay in Cameroon. Gomotso Ruth Mago was raised to the dignity of a great officer at the National Order of Value on this occasion of the state dinner offered by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Lejeune Mbela, on behalf of the President of the Republic of Cameroon, Paul Biya. In this circumstance, the two personalities carried a toast to magnify the excellent bond of friendship and cooperation that exists between the two countries. Urban music star Magasco has been invited to host the closing concert of the Arena of Total Energy 2021 scheduled for February 5, 2022 in N'Djamena, Chad. The artist will be accompanied by Robino de Souza, a remarkable figure of contemporary Chadian music. It is an initiative of the Embassy of Cameroon in Chad. The AFCON 2021 is an important moment of cultural ties between the people of Africa, particularly between Chad and Cameroonian artists. The month of January is observed as Glaucoma Awareness Month. The health campaign seeks to increase understanding of the disease, its risk, triggers, as well as prevention. Our health reporter Bukengo Wadi on this report.
Affecting an estimated 57.5 billion people worldwide, glaucoma is a group of eye conditions that damage the nerve which is responsible for supplying visual information from the brain to the eye. Being the leading cause of blindness for persons over the age of 60 worldwide, the health condition have many forms such as open-angle glaucoma, acute angle closure glaucoma, pigmentary glaucoma, normal tension glaucoma, amongst others, which have no warning signs. However, some symptoms to watch out for include eye redness, blurred vision, severe headache, patchy blind spots in both eyes, sudden vision disturbances, nausea, and vomiting. According to the World Health Organization, glaucoma is the second leading cause of blindness worldwide, with risk factors such as age, ethnicity, eye problems, family history, side effects from certain medication, and causes which include high blood pressure, dilating eye drop, blocked eye drainage, reduced blood flow to the optic nerves. Many individuals are unaware of their eye health condition due to lack of regular eye exams. To this regard, every start of the year worldwide, in the month of January, health personnel and organizations seek to encourage each and all to get regular eye checkup, manage blood pressure by exercising regularly, avoid direct eye contact with harmful objects, toxins, and chemicals, so as to help reduce the 2.2 billion burden of persons with blindness worldwide, taking into consideration that the disease or health condition has no cure. Eye is life.
The knockout stage of the AFCON 2021 has come to an end, with 8 teams making it to the quarterfinals of the competition. And the quarterfinals of the competition will be starting this weekend, particularly at the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium and the Douala Japoma Stadium. Sport lady Young Magdala.
It is all ended for the knockout stage of the ongoing 2021 Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations, which has been a battle of fairness, victory, losses, and even the stage of saying the road is ended for those who failed to progress to the quarterfinals of the competition. Host nation Cameroon, the Gambia, Burkina Faso, Tunisia, Egypt, Morocco, Senegal, and Equatorial Guinea are now the only teams out of the 24 countries left in the tournament as they look forward to the semi-final spots, which can only accommodate 4 teams. This follows the completion of the knockout rounds yesterday. The Pharaohs of Egypt sent Ivory Coast packing after winning 5-4 in a penalty shootout, a game which had ended in a goalless draw. Equatorial Guinea also eliminated Mali in the second game of the day via spot kicks. The indomitable Lions of Cameroon will take on the Gambia for a place in the semi-finals, while Burkina Faso will take on Tunisia. The Pharaohs of Egypt will clash with the Alas Lions of Morocco in an all-North African encounter, and Equatorial Guinea to face Senegal. the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium in Yaoundé and the 50,000 capacity Japoma Stadium in Douala will host the quarterfinal games on January 29 and 30th. The Amadou Ahidjo Stadium will equally play host to one of the semi-final games on Wednesday, February 2nd, after a round-off of the quarterfinal stage of the competition.
And ahead of this weekend's competition, 27 Gambian footballers presently in Cameroon are said to have been tested negative in view of the quarterfinal of the AFCON 2021 this Saturday at 5 p.m. at the Japoma Stadium, where they will face the indomitable Lions of Cameroon. The announcement was made yesterday, Thursday, 27, 2022, by the Gambian Football Federation. Same for the Stallions of Burkina Faso, tested negative for COVID-19 yesterday. The players of Coach Kamu Malo are continuing their preparation for the quarterfinal of January 29 at the Rumde Aja Stadium in Garoua against the Tunisians. Milovan Rajavec has been sacked as manager of Ghana's national team after their shock exit from the Africa Cup of Nations. This was after an emergency meeting between Ghana Ministry of Youth and Sports and Ghana Football Association recently. A statement from the Ghana Football Association read, after considering 3 reports and engagements with key stakeholders, the GFA has decided to end its relationship with coach Milovan Rajavec. The 68-year-old coach had only been back in the post for 4 months in his second stint in charge of the Black Stars. That was it for today's edition of Prime Flash, produced by Junior Pelama. Thanks for watching. Faithful viewers, you have more news stories in our 3:30 p.m. Prime Info with Gladys Bomotongina and our 6:30 p.m. Prime News with Fon Quinta. Coming up next is In the House with Eileen Sama and her ladies. Have a nice time and happy weekend. Bye.